Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Di's Shorts. And we're going to do another show and tell, and I'm going to show you some old scrapbooking. I had planned to show you the finished Cancun, Mexico one that Stampin Up gave it to us the last night. I did show you the book, you know, with the pages, but I'm such a dodo bird. So I just quickly printed photos, and then when I got the book out, I'm like, well, this is the wrong size. So I need to be a little more specific on my pictures, because did I really need to print all of them? No, you know, I should have just went through and picked, you know, the ones I wanted to pick. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back through my pictures and print out so they're the right size, because that book was one of the Memories and More style where you have the little slots to put in. So it's really quick scrapbooking, but at the same time it does limit you to your layout, right? Like if your picture goes this way or that way. So if you do scrapbooking, you know, 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12, or even the books I'm going to show you are the smaller 6x6. Even those, you can move your pictures around a little bit more than the Memories and More. So everybody has their own preferences. So if you are new to my channel, well, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So yeah, so today's just going to be a really quick video. If you are new, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do a live premiere on Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, unless, you know, something comes up or we're out of town, but usually that's the dates. And then I do a quick little video on Saturday. If there's ever anything you want me to show, please let me know. During the live premiere, I am in the chat room with you, and then that's where you can ask questions or whatever. I love all the chatter that goes on in there and the friendships that are growing. I just love that so much. If you are watching the replay, just leave a comment below. Sorry. I have the worst throat. Leave a comment below, and then YouTube will let me know and I can reach out to you. All right, so close your eyes just for a second. Now these are, some have photos, some don't, but it was fun when I pulled them out of the cupboard and I was like, oh, I forgot about this picture, I forgot about this or that, the other. But they are super fun. I didn't pull any of my big 12 by 12s out. Maybe that will be for another day. I have been pulling out all my retired stuff. So I have retired stuff everywhere. I have the boxes of the stuff that people have picked to go to the post office. I have boxes that people haven't paid yet. So if you are looking for retired Stampin' Up stuff, and this is the stuff that just retired, because I don't think I have anything from years past, because I usually get rid of it every year. If I don't, then it's stuff I'm keeping, right? So I apologize, my phone is dinging. But so make sure you go to my blog, make sure I'm pointing the right direction, and you can see that list under sale, and I'm updating that PDF. So I have like a little link, click on that, it'll open up a PDF with an Excel file in there, so you can check. Make sure when you tell me what you want, don't use the row numbers, because as I fix that, as I delete stuff, right, as people sell it, it changes the rows. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I stamp. I am not an Excel person, so I have no idea how to get rid of those numbers down the side. So anyways, but so if you do email me, you have to be in the USA. That's the only thing. So when you do email me, just be kind of specific. Like, I want this stamp set, whatever, if it's used or new, because some I have new, some I have, you know, used as well. And please let me know in the email if you are USA, because I hate to get you totaled up and then send you an invoice and then you pay me and you're in like Canada or something, because I can't send it outside of the USA. So when you send me the email with what you want, just say, I live in Illinois, or whatever, and then we'll get it figured out, and then I will send you a invoice, a PayPal invoice, and I'll stick a bunch of stuff, extra little goodies in the box to fill the box. I will have this probably I posted it up there. Usually about a week. I think that's usually how long I leave it, just because it's, you know, everywhere. And then I will do mystery boxes. And then I will just put stuff in boxes, and I'll put a price on it, and then you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a surprise Christmas. All right, so I'm gonna for sure turn the camera now after all that blabbing. Close your eyes while I get adjusted. I have 2 albums here, and I wish we still had the different variety of albums, but anyways. All right, so the first one, does the first one have pictures? Yeah, no, the first one doesn't have pictures, so I'll show this one after. This one I totally forgot about, and so I have all of these that I can put pictures in, so I need to go through my pictures. But this one is the little leather one, and so these are 6x6. So some of these pages I made, and then some I did swap. So these are in no particular order. It's when I used to do workshops, so I would, you know, take my little albums with me, and I would just kind of put the pages in there. They weren't necessarily an album that I put in the cupboard for me to look at. They were more for business, so I need to go through. So this was a great purpose for me to pull these out and get them situated, right? Get them assorted properly. All right, so we had some awesome bling thingies, so hopefully we'll get some more of that kind of stuff. We have Close to My Heart, which is the company that when I first learned to stamp, that was the first party I ever went to, and it was called Dots back then. But I wasn't a super fan of the artwork. I loved the whole process of the stamping, and then I learned about Stampin' Up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love the art. So that's where it went. So, but sadly, Close to My Heart just recently closed, but Stampin' Up has taken over. I don't know the whole logistics, so I don't want to say anything that's wrong. But anyways, so a lot of the Close to My Heart demonstrators have come over to Stampin' Up. So some of that stuff is coming down the road as well, that we will all be able to sell. So I'm excited for that. But but I love all the little tchotchkes stuff, right? So this is just an old picture of Papa and Granny, and I love, like, look at Papa's little, I guess, would you call it a bomber jacket? I don't know, but they're just so cute. So cute. I miss them so much. All right, and this is Jeff and my wedding. Oh my gosh, so I'm trying to turn this so that the lights aren't reflecting on it. So this was just using some vellum, so stamped underneath, and then and we don't even have they're not even rivets. What were they? I don't even know what they called. It's been so long. But so anyways, but celebrating our wedding. So a lot of times we would do swaps of the 6x6, so it would be a 2-page swap, and then there would be no picture, right? So some of these I'm like, did I make this or was it a swap? So I don't necessarily remember all of them. Some I do remember, but look how young we were. And then there's my best friend from high school, and she was just here, Leanna. So she's all over the world recently. And Jeff's brother. So these are so fun to look back on too. So this is, Jeff's got 1, 2, 3 brothers and a little sister, and then him. And then this is my little niece Jade, oh my gosh, my mind. My little sister Courtney, and Jeff's nephew Billy. And they are both married, not together, but they're both married with kids now. So it is so funny to see their little faces. And here's my mom. So this is when she was younger. Look how cute she is with her little book. And then this is a few years ago, because this is at Granny and Papa's house. So like I said, these are some old photos that I totally forgot, you know, about this book. I had it up in the cupboard. But when I started doing the show and tell, I was like, I've been looking around the studio at things. All right, so, and a lot of you said, oh, you're enjoying the show and tell, and so am I. So, die shorts for a while might be show and tell. All right, so there's Mom. And then this is so funny. So this is Jeff, and he's fishing in Alaska. So this was our very first Alaska trip in 2004, I believe. And then this is my BFF Tracy. She's in Pennsylvania, and this is her husband Steve. And they fished together that day. And then I just put, little did I know then that this was my soon-to-be BFF Tracy's husband. So Tracy and I were in the same, we had the same upline or whatever, but we didn't really know each other. We just knew each other's names. And then we got to know each other really well after this trip, because Steve loves to fish. He just doesn't want to eat the fish or clean the fish. So Jeff hooked a fish, but he hooked a halibut, and they weren't halibut fishing. They were whatever this fish is. So they let him fiddle fart around with it. But you could only hook one, so he wasn't able to, like, toss it in again. So Steve was like, hey, you can have my fish if you want it. So Jeff paid to have Steve's fish sent to us instead. So it was this great, great story. And then we realized, like, oh, well, that was Tracy's husband. And then Tracy and I got to know each other really well after the trip, and we've been best friends forever since then. All right, so Hubbard Glacier. So I know these pages here were made in a swap. So somebody else made the page, and then all I had to do was add my photos to it once I got home. So it was pretty cool because they put about the glaciers. It was pretty neat. Gosh, look how young I was back there and all that hair. And out to sea. So here we are. We were both pretty young and skinny back then. So these are too fun. And they even put like little beads and stuff. So that was our first trip. Look how cute. So Alaskan cruise. Yes, May 8th to the 15th, 2004. And in fact, we were so excited. Alaska, no matter all the trips we've been on, Alaska is still our favorite. And they announced while we were on the Cancun trip last month that we're going to Alaska again in 2026. So we're excited for that. All right, cruising with Stampin' Up. Too funny. And I loved this little set with the crab. So he just pretended he was asleep for the picture, because like he's holding his phone. But dressed to the nines. So this was fun. So this was another swap that somebody else did, and then I just found some pictures to put in it. But there's Shelly. Look at how short her hair was back then, and me, and oh my gosh, I can't think. This is Sylvia. Why can't I think of her name? Oh, Diana. That's why you're supposed to write on it, because this will come to me. Carrie. Her name's Carrie. So I need to write on it now when I remember. But anyways, and Sylvia, Carrie, and me. And then we met Sylvia and Ralph on the cruise. And I remember we sat down. They used to sit us where you had to sit. Like they already sat you down. And this big tall guy sat first. And we're like, well, we're with Stampin' Up. And he just kind of like, huh. And we're like, oh, they're not going to want to sit with us, because they don't know what Stampin' Up is. And then Sylvia shows up. And she just went, Ralph, because she was a demonstrator too. But he was just giving us a hard time. And we have been friends ever since. So it was a great, great pairing. So see, I have to find a camping picture to put there. But this is fun. So I did this page. And look at little Eric with his little frog. And I think this is up at my dad's. Little frog. This is Eric. Tiny before he had braces, his teeth were horrible. So here's a good one. Eat beef, as we're eating salmon, and here we're eating the crab. So this was fun. So I did this page, and it was fun to put the little letter. I really loved this stamp set. And I don't believe I kept that anymore. I wish I had it. I wish I'd have kept both of these. So when you do go back and look at stuff, you go, oh, why did I get rid of that? But so this was at the salmon bake, and that was so fun. And here's one of little old me. Oh look, I have room for one there. This is just little old me in the garden, and look at that crazy walker. And my hair was up like a Cupid doll. So, all right. So here's Jade. I said Jade earlier. So this is my niece Jade, and she is so cute, and she's all grown up. She actually she was a surrogate. So she just had a baby, a little girl, for a couple that, you know, couldn't have the baby. So sweet. And there's little tiny Eric. Oh my gosh. So cute. And this is when we moved out to where we are now. So the house, remember when we planted the sunflower seeds and they grew so tall. Eric had fun watching them grow each day, hoping all the critters would not eat them first. So I loved putting vellum over top. I loved this sunflower set too. I don't know if I kept that one or not. But I loved putting the vellum over top. You know, you just put it in your printer or whatever, so I love that. Now, we don't have vellum anymore. I do have on my blog, under my favorite things, I do have a vellum link to Amazon. So if you need vellum, you can click that link, and then Amazon will give me a few bucks, or I don't know how much, but so I appreciate you use any of those. But look at how cute he is. So the house is changed quite a bit. All right, and tiny little Eric again with the now these were this was like, because I don't believe I colored those. I think it was a scrapbook page, because that's so long ago I don't remember. But look at little Eric and his big bird. Now this is, see, these, that's what I mean, they're not in any order or whatever, because now I'm going back to that trip. So now this was a swap. So this was really fun. So I can't remember who did it. I want to say Tina might have did it, because she gave us an album, and I think that the album had certain pages in it. And then it was just, again, some vellum. She typed a little, or made a little tag, stuck that on there, and then it was pretty. This just this plain, so you could pop your a picture on there. So every port, she did a little tag. So and this is what I mean about, I love the little 6x6s. If you like to scrapbook a lot, you know, the bigger pages are better, because you can really get a lot of pictures on there. But these were so fun. So adventures with the ship back there, the view from our private veranda. So like I said, this was our very first cruise, so we were pretty excited. Now we're old hands at it, and we know what to do. So see, here's another one, catchy can, walking around in the ports. So I hope we go to the really good ports again this year. Last time we went to Alaska, I can't remember what one we missed. We went to a different one instead, and we missed my favorite one, which I don't remember. I think it was Ketchikan. So I think we went to Juneau. But anyways, so here's Pam Morgan and me. She used to work for Stampin Up, and her husband Chris back here. And he had this huge camera, or no, it wasn't a camera either. It was binoculars, and they were so long. And then here's Hubbard Glacier. So here's some more. And then I just wrote with my horrible handwriting. And it's so funny to see all the sea lions on the buoys. Out in the wild, this was too funny. So there's Natalie, Carrie, and I with the glacier behind there. So that's not really out in the wild, but it works. And there's Ralphie and Jeff. This is doing one of the walks too. And Sitka, Juneau. So the salmon bake. If you ever go to Alaska, you have to do the salmon bake. It is so yummy. You just sit outside and eat. And then our cabin, our ship, hanging out with friends. So these are fun. So I can't remember this girl's name. Again, I should write on it. There's Patsy, Carrie, me, Sylvia, and Cindy. And I'm just really bad with, I can't remember names. But there's me, and there's Tracy. So see, we didn't really know each other. We knew of each other. So we didn't hang out in this trip. And we always talk, even to this day, like, oh, we wish we'd have known each other as we know each other now this trip. Because that trip would have been even better. Because we're not even like sitting next to each other. But anyway, so here we are there. And then these are just extra stuff. So I have in here, that I need to, put on a page or whatever. But there's the first book. All right. And then the second one is this one here. So this is like a leather. And then we have these linen covered ones. And these were cool. Now this has the little, almost like a binder, like a little binder, where these ones have these where you can expand that. So these were a little bit different. All right, now this one, I'm thinking that this one was a kit or might have did it as a class. So I'm just gonna, so I have to put photos on these. So now I'm like excited because I can go through my pictures and actually put pictures on these. So memories of home. So this is fun, but it has a lot of things we don't have anymore. Brads. I love using the little brads. So like I said, I hope we get some more scrapbooking stuff in, because you can use it for cards too, because I'm mainly a card maker. We'll never have grandchildren, and I need to print my pictures more often for our trips, but I could probably do a whole album of how many photos I've taken of Winston, but this is fun, right? Like then, now, so it'll be fun to maybe put a picture of Eric here, who's little, and now with his big old long beard. And then this just talks about home, some more, where we love is home. Home that our feet may leave, but not our hearts. Nice. So, oh my gosh, I remember we used to do that faux stitching. We just poke, and then with a gel pen, line it up. Oh my gosh, I need to remember to do that because that was such a fun technique. I'm going to put a sticker here because I will forget. I will forget as soon as I get off of here. Because that's how my memory is. Oh, but so fun. Little stickers. Home. But, and then I always do that, like that faux bow. And this is what's so fun about it, because you just put this on here, and I've done that so many times with cards. And then you can tie different colors on here, so it just kind of throws the eye, like, well, how did you get that different ribbon on there? So sweet. So this is a fun little book, isn't it? So like I said, I need to go through my photos and make this up. And that's old address, but super fun. All right, so that is the two. Like I said, I will do the Mexico one later. All right, let me say see you later, alligator. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like pull out, because I know we used to have, see, I still have this little thing. So we had this, it's just in my drawer, and it had a little tiny pad, but we have the bigger one, right? We have this, so we can do it with this, and we have the stylus. But then we had this, so we don't have this anymore. So I might have to look and see if I can't find something like that. But anyways, we just followed that boop, 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 to make the stitching, and then you just lined it up with the gel pen. So many old techniques, and I have a bunch of old technique books that I need to pull down. Some old books that Stampin' Up used to have for samples too. I need to pull those down too. We could share those one day. It is fun to reminisce about you know, things that have come and gone or whatever. Speaking of things that are come and gone, again, don't forget I have my retire stuff out, and I want all that stuff gone. So if you have any questions, if you're looking for something that just retired, I've had a few of you ask me for older stuff, and you can still ask me, but I doubt I have it because, like I said, you know, I do this once a year when we get a new catalog, and then it's gone because I only keep what I want. Now, if I ever stop being a demonstrator, like when I'm like 100, then maybe I'll get rid of some other stuff, or Jeff will if I'm no longer here. But like I said, you can always ask, right? All right, so I'm gonna say see you later. I will see you Monday for my Mimeograph Monday with a Twist. That will be 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. All right. Bye for now.